Square root of 8 plus square root of 12 plus square root of 16 plus square root of 24 upon square root of 2 plus square root of 6 plus square root of 16. How to simplify this? Let's try. So square root of 8, this we can write it as 4 times 2 under square root plus square root of 12 as 6 times 2 under square root plus square root of 16 is 4 plus square root of 24 is 6 times 4 under square root upon square root of 2 plus square root of 6 plus square root of 16 is 4. Now when a times b is under square root, we can write it as square root of a times square root of b. So this we can write it as square root of 4 times square root of 2. Square root of 4 is 2, so this we can write it as 2 times square root of 2 plus square root of 2 times square root of 6 plus 4 plus square root of 6 times square root of 4, and square root of 4 is 2, so we can write it as 2 times square root of 6 upon square root of 2 plus square root of 6 plus, now 4, the best thing about this number is 2 plus 2 is also 4 and 2 times 2 is also 4. So instead of 4 we can write 2 plus 2. Now in the numerator we can take these two numbers together and take square root of 6 common and write square root of 6 times square root of 2 plus 2 plus these two numbers together and take 2 as common and write square root of 2 plus 2 upon, now we can take square root of 2 plus 2 together, so square root of 2 plus 2 plus the square root of 6 and this 2 together, square root of 6 plus 2. Now here this term is common, so we can take it together. The common factor, square root of 2 plus 2, then square root of 6 plus 2, the two factors in the numerator upon square root of 2 plus 2 plus square root of 6 plus 2. Now let us consider x is equal to square root of 2 plus 2 and y is equal to square root of 6 plus 2. In that case we have x times y upon x plus y. Let this be equal to m, or we can write 1 upon m as x plus y upon xy. So xy is the common denominator, or 1 upon m is equal to x upon xy plus y upon xy. X and x here gets cancelled and here y and y gets cancelled. So 1 upon m is equal to 1 upon y plus 1 upon x, or 1 upon m is equal to 1 upon y. The value of y is, we considered y as square root of 6 plus 2. So square root of 6 plus 2 plus 1 upon x is square root of 2 plus 2. Now let's rationalize the denominator. So 1 upon m is equal to 1 upon square root of 6 plus 2. To rationalize it, we multiply and divide it by the conjugate of the denominator. Conjugate will be square root of 6 minus 2 upon square root of 6 minus 2 plus 1 upon square root of 2 plus 2 times square root of 2 minus 2 upon square root of 2 minus 2. Now this is in the form of a plus b times a minus b. In the form of differences of square, this is equal to a square minus b square. So 1 upon m is equal to square root of 6 minus 2 upon square root of 6 square minus 2 square plus square root of 2 minus 2 upon, this is also in the form of differences of square, so square root of 2 square minus 2 square, or 1 upon m is equal to square root of 6 minus 2 upon, we remove the square root with the square, so this is 6 minus 2 square is 4 plus square root of 2 minus 2. Remove the square root with the square. So this is 2 minus 4, or 1 upon m is equal to square root of 6 minus 2 upon 2 plus square root of 2 minus 2 upon 2 minus 4 is minus 2. So we multiply and divide it by minus 1. So 1 upon m is equal to square root of 6 minus 2 upon 2 plus it will be 2 minus square root of 2, minus minus becomes plus, and this is minus square root of 2 upon 2. Now we can add because they have the same denominator, so common denominator is 2. So square root of 6 minus 2 plus 2 minus square root of 2, or 1 upon m is equal to this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled, to square root of 6 minus square root of 2 upon 2, or m is equal to 2 upon square root of 6 minus square root of 2. To rationalize it, again multiply and divide it by the conjugate of square root of 6 plus 2. So upon square root of 6 plus 2, or m is equal to 2 times square root of 6 plus 2 under square root upon square root of 6 square minus square root of 2 square, or m is equal to 2 parenthesis square root of 6 plus square root of 2 upon, remove the square root with the square, so 6 minus 2, or m is equal to 2 times square root of 6 plus square root of 2 upon 6 minus 2 is 4, 2 times 2 is 4. So answer is square root of 6 plus square root of 2 upon 2. So we can finally write the simplified version of this question, that is square root of 6 plus square root of 2 upon 2. This is our answer. Please give a thumbs up if you like it. Thanks for watching.